Welcome! It's the governor. How are we doing out there, world? Excuse me. We're here to talk about fixing ourselves. Hey, Gov, I got a problem. I want you to give me some advice. I want you to tell me how to look at the situation. But after you tell me how to look at the situation, I still need to figure out how I'm going to solve the situation. And so there's some easy steps that I can go about doing this. There's easy steps that I can go about taking. And so when I go about doing these things, it's going to motivate the process of change or enhancement. If I've been doing the same thing over and over and over and over and over again, or if I've been doing the same thing and it's wrong, 9 times out of 10, I probably created a pattern of doing the wrong thing. So, what we need to do to get on track so that we won't continue to make these same mistakes is apply thinking with the big head and Mr. Fix It. And Mr. Fix It are 5 easy steps that we apply to our daily life. 9 times out of 10, there was probably 5 things we could point out during our day that we might have done wrong. So there's no reason why we shouldn't be able to say, hey, there's this guy that knows something. He's going to tell me something. He's going to tell me he's going to help me, and I'm going to try it because I've been trying some other things and they haven't been working for me. So now I'm going to try it. So the first thing that we have to do is get a journal. Being a second generation player and coming up, just from the old school and just watching the game develop, I remember that there was once a day and time that you had a black book. Like, I remember, if you remember Martin that used to come on TV, there used to be a character that he used to play, Jerome Rome. Now, you can laugh at Jerome Rome, but Jerome Rome used to spit some game, and Jerome Rome was a moniker that still kind of described something that was something like the truth. Yeah, that player with that perm and that gold tooth would take your woman. With some of those same, she'll be laughing. Like, think about it. He just got her all laughing. Oh, laughing, funny dude. And yeah, she's just a laughing right on over to his car. Laughing right on over to hang out with him. Because guess what? You're not funny. You don't feel good to be around. If somebody is with this gentleman and they're laughing, they're feeling good. He's a clown. Yeah, but there's a price to pay for that. But that's another story for another day. What the whole point of that is even he used to carry around that black book in his pocket. Let me pull my pen out, write your number down, girl. But you too busy Facebooking and all that, so that's just another, once again, another story for another day. Point being, you need to have a black book. First thing, black book, journal. Why? Gives me an opportunity to note who it is I'm meeting, note what it is I'm learning from my hows and whats, helps me flush my thoughts, helps me flush myself of the day's activities, flush my mind out. Just if my mind is a computer, Doug, eventually you need to reset your computer so it will work efficiently and effectively. So your journal is an opportunity for you to flush your mind, flush what it is that you did today. And when you start to think about your thoughts, you might have been thinking about things like, and when you think about them, you be like, damn, that was stupid. I was thinking about doing something stupid. Or what I was about to say. Like, because I'm trying to take this thought that I have in my mind and now I'm trying to articulate it on this piece of paper, it makes me look at it differently. And when I look at it differently, I'm like, man, that's kind of stupid. Glad I didn't do that. You would have never had that opportunity if you didn't write in your journal. If you didn't write in your journal, you never have an opportunity to monitor your success because it's hard for you to keep track. Man, you smoke more tree than Wiz Khalifa. You can't even remember what you had on yesterday. Of course you need to have a journal. Man, you drink 40s like you are in menace to society. Of course you need to have a journal. It also helps you when you're in that state where you want to say something, you want to communicate something, you don't have anybody to communicate it with, you can just write it down. You can communicate it with yourself. you can start practicing communicating with yourself. How do I do this, Gov? When I open up my journal, I don't know what to say. Well, say, I'm just sitting here. Right. I'm just sitting here thinking. What am I thinking about? And then start to let your mind go. Think about what it is that you're thinking about. Then you will proceed to the next step. The next step is step one, write in a journal. Get a journal, write in your journal daily. Second step, read a book. You need to read something. If you cannot read, you can go to YouTube. Go to YouTube. Read something first, though. Why? You obviously are going through times where you don't know something. How do you learn something? You read something, you write something down, you listen to something, and then you practice it, and next thing you know, you learn something. There's an art. There is no more, when we're thinking with the big head and we're governing ourselves in this manner, there is no more a state of hopelessness. Oh, I'm in this situation and I don't know what to do. No, the hell you don't. If you don't know what to do, Google it, YouTube it, find a book, use the Dewey Decimal System for audiobooks. There's no excuse. Ignorance is a sin. It's not an excuse. So, what am I going to do? I'm going to read a book. And then, guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to take my journal and I'm going to add it to reading a book. So, as I read the book, I'll write the things that I'm learning from the book down in my journal. Now, I'm reading it, I'm writing it, rereading it to make sure that I wrote it correctly. And now I am taking these things and practicing taking them from my short-term memory into my long-term memory, especially if they were important to me in the book that I was reading. It could be any book. Every book, there's a lesson. Every book, there's a moral. Every book, there may be a character that you can relate to. Relate to it. Write it down. Learn from it. Next thing you should do. In the process of the flushing of the mind and the reading of the books, there will be a recognition that there's some things in the environment that need to go. If I love to go to the buffet, right? So let's say I go to the buffet and I start over here at the buffet where especially when you go to Golden Corral, you'll see that the fried chicken starts the line in this corner. So, you got your fried chicken, your green beans and all that. Then by the time you get to the middle of, the little horseshoe, you may not have any more room on your plate. If you don't have any more room on your plate, what do you have to do? You have to go get a whole new plate. You have to put all that to the side and you have to go get something, go get a whole new plate if you want more food. If you want something new in your life, you're going to have to put all that old stuff to the side and open yourself up to something new. Something that is completely opposite of what is over here. It can't be the same. If it's not benefiting you, it is hurting you. Once again, I'm going to use the laws of gravity. If this is you, right? Okay? And you put something on your back, right? What is it going to do? It's going to weigh you down, right? Unless this thing that you put on your back is a booster to take you up, it's going to be heavy. And if you remove whatever it is that you're standing on, this joint is definitely going to push you down. I say that to say what? If the people around you are not benefiting you, then they are hurting you. You want to find some type of middle ground. You don't have time to find some middle ground. You need to recognize this behavior is behavior that I don't want to exhibit no more. Why am I going to continue to be around people that exhibit the behavior that I no longer want to exhibit? Why would I not leave those people alone and be around the people that I only have 24 hours in a day? I'm only one person. And if these people were meant to solve my problem, they would have solved it already. We would have already taken care of this. We haven't. So guess what? There's time for a new. So we got a journal. And we got a book. And in between the journal and the book, we done recognized some things got to go. Some people got to go. We wrote those people down in the book and we say, hey, they got to go. And then we made an effort to distance ourselves by doing the things that we know that this person over here don't like to do or don't want to do or is not interested in. They'll excuse themselves because that's not what they want to do. If they try to smoke it up, you're going to be like, hey, I can't let you smoke this up for me. So, what's the next step? Logic. If I've taken some people away, I need to bring some people in. What people do I need to bring in? I need to bring in the people who are, first and foremost, who've already done what it is that I'm looking to do. If I don't have a coach in life, I need to go get a coach. I need to find somebody in life that has already reached the platform that I'm striving to reach so that they can give me the game to get there. I can't be around dudes that I'm giving game to because I'm learning, but it's a different type of learning. It's a type of learning where I'm relating to this person's problem and giving them some insight. I need somebody who's looking at me and saying, hey, I've been where you've been. Let me pull you up by your coattail and put you on the game, sir, so that you don't make these mistakes because I see that you're using your big head. I see that you're making efforts to want to be something in life, and let me help you do that. And I see that you're making the effort by cutting off the dead weight. And so as you get the game, step one and step two comes right back into play because if you're getting the game, you got to write the game down. If you're getting the game, just because this person seems to be an authority, you don't want to take their words for absolute law. So what do? You go get a book. You go read something. You go YouTube something to verify this information that you're getting. And last but not least, the last thing we have on the list here is you need to research your creator. What I mean by that is if you're going through a problem, you're going through a situation, and this is real talk here, and you don't know what to do, and in not knowing what to do in that state of ignorance, there's a state of fear. That was the clown. There's a state of fear. In that state of fear, you may do things irrational. I'm going to give you a prime example. Things are down and out and bills are due. And you know in 2 days, if you don't have this $1,000 in 2 days, you're going to lose your house. You're going to go to jail. You're going to do XYZ. And so because you look at the situation with only what it is that you can do and what it is that you know, you go out and do something foolish. This is where researching your creator and understanding who your creator is very important. For one, it will give you some understanding that when this deadline comes, the creator that created me today, if he creates me that day, I'll be okay. Like something will sustain me. Like that's that foundation that we're always talking about, that if you're not standing on something, you will fall for anything. So whatever it is that you understand about your creator helps to give you some peace when you're in the face of whatever it is that's hard, so you don't do anything foolish. The second thing is, when you know who your creator is, then you know that there is a power outside of you, outside of what it is that you can touch, taste, smell, or hear, outside of somebody that you can call, that can work on your behalf. And you know this power, you know how to talk to or communicate with this power, you know that this power can do things in the realm that you can't do. And because you know that, it gives you a sense of peace, because What's the purpose of believing in a creator and having a relationship and praying if you don't believe that the creator can do anything for you? Then what would be the purpose of praying? So if you're going to pray, why wouldn't you pray and govern yourself purposely where you and the creator work as a team, where you say, hey creator, I'm gonna do what I need to do here in the physical world, and you do all that super duper special shit, stuff in the spiritual world, and then you like help me get up there and we work together. Because if not, if I only think about what it is that I can do, that's what drives me to go rob somebody. That's what drives me to go sell some dope. That's what drives me to go do foolish things, and I don't know why I did them, because I was so prideful to think that I'm in this world all by myself. I can do everything all by myself. I can solve everything all by myself. I know everything. And because I don't want to be humble to ask until I've already smucked up. You only ask the creator to after things are bad. Why don't you ask the creator when things are good? Or if I'm trying to fix something, let me say here. Let me go to my book of reasoning that tells me about my creator, and what does it tell me about how I can address this problem? I know dudes that go to the 7-Eleven, go to the Fast Mart, and buy those magazines that got dope dealers on the front of it. That got the Don Divas and the gangsters and and I see them going to buy the Rolling Stones, and I go to see them buying this and that. You put information in your brain. You choose to put it in there. So if you choose not to put nothing that can better yourself into your brain, then you choose everything that you go through. You choose to hear that saying, you deserve it. And there's nobody that you can be mad at. And when you go and you be mad at that woman and you go kick her ass, and yes, you'll come back and apologize for it later, but you know what? The universe is going to kick your ass. You have to change. You have to do things that's better. To do things that's better, you have to get a journal. You have to read a book. You have to stop talking to the people that are not benefiting you. They're not trying to help you. Not those who are correcting you. You don't cut off those who are correcting you. Those who are telling you, I'll help you do this if you do this. Those are the people that you want to work with. The people that make you want to do something that you really don't want to do, and the thing that you really don't want to do, you automatically know will make you better. But you don't want to do it because you don't want to enhance yourself, because you don't want to come out the lower self. But guess what? You're going to, because that's the next step. But the third step is all those people are doing. If you find yourself and all your homeboys got baby mamas and ain't nobody married, why? What makes you? So you're gonna be the first one out the group? Like who is gonna what iron is gonna be there to sharpen your iron? Because iron sharpens iron. So who's gonna be out the clique to motivate who to do something right if don't nobody know what the hell to do? Because everybody making the same damn mistakes because they listen to one another and don't nobody know what the hell they're doing. They're listening to women who don't know what they're doing because they're listening to men who don't know what they're doing. And everybody looking stupid. And nobody wants to ask the old person. Nobody wants to listen to their mother. Nobody wants to listen to their father. Why? Because I'm too smart. I know more than them. I know more than them. Even though they made me. Even though they've been here. I know more than them. And so, guess what? It's hard. Once again, like I said in Why Thinking with the Big Head, we want to be like the nerd in class that know the rule book, know the rules of the game, and so we play by the rules of the game to the maximum so we can get to the goal effectively and efficiently like this. Not doing things that every single old head that would come, like if you was to tell them what you just did, they would shake their head at you. If you was to tell your mama what they did, what you just did, she would look at you in embarrassment. Like, if you want to act like that, then go ahead and cut the video off. If you want to continue to go on doing what you're doing, don't listen to me, because it's okay. What you will keep on doing is what you will keep on getting. But as soon as you want to listen to somebody who wants to help you, then you will start to see things happen. And then you use those things right there. Oh yeah, step 4, bring new people in. And step 5, learn about your creator. Learn about the power that created you so that you understand how much power you have, how much ability you have. What can you really do? Because just because this person that you're talking to over here is or has been in a situation that you're going through or about to go through, they may not have the abilities that you have. They may not have that special talent that you have. So, for those comic book nerds, just because I got superpower doesn't mean I got all the superpowers. Doesn't mean I can do all the superhuman things. So just because I'm what's his face, Wolverine, and I can live forever because I got the super metallic body and I'm immune to shit and all that. Guess what? I can't control the weather. So if it's snowing outside, I need somebody else. I need another X-Men. I need another person. I need another thing there. Another teammate. Oh, whole point of that was, damn, I was rambling. Sorry about that, y'all. Whole point of that is you got to know your power. You got to know what you can do so that you can offer that and other people can offer you. And you got to know this creator so that you know the strength, and you know if you can't do it, there's a force out there that you can call upon, and you know how to call upon them. You know what to say. You know where to go. You know how to practice it. Don't nobody else got to tell you what to do, because it's for you to know, because it's your creator. And you do it and you win. You change. You have this new sensation in life that you were looking for. It's no longer impossible to do. I don't know what to do. Okay, I'm going to start here. Do I have these things in play? And did I learn what it is I need to do? Now I just need to practice doing it. Knowledge is power. Know what to do. Know better so you can do better. 5 steps to fixing it. Power up.